name is 2 Cav, you know what I'm saying? Representing Southwest, Phoenix, bringing it to you live and direct for the Block Monsters DVD. You know what I mean? I know y'all know who I am. You see me on the block, one with the earphones and the CDs in the backpack, keeping it moving. You know what I mean? Love with it. You know what I'm saying? My name is 2, spelled T-U. You know what I'm saying? 2 actually means tree in Japanese, and what tree represents is growth. You know what I mean? So I feel like I'm always growing the game. And then my last name, which is Kavi, K-A-V-I, that's poet, you know what I mean, in Latin. So, you know, so you put that together, that's the growth of poetry. That's what I'm bringing to the game, you know what I'm saying? So y'all best to get ready for that. Understand me? You know what I'm saying? In my opinion, I think the top 5 rappers to me, man, it's a hot one. You know, so there's some hot cats out there in the game with so much love and respect to the ones that's out there doing it, keeping it real. But mine is like, you know what I'm saying, Nas got to come in there for sure. Stay repping, you know what I'm saying, stay repping for the truth. That's what's good. I got to give love to Jigga Man, because Jigga Man got them words, you know what I'm saying. He doing it nice and tight, you know what I'm saying. We'll switch down to the Bay Area, you know what I'm saying. Yuck Mouth tearing the Bay Area up and down, you know what I mean. And we go down south when we got Ludacris, you know what I'm saying. Also like T.I. keeping it true, you know what I'm saying. But Ludacris is the dude, you know what I'm saying, the dude. And man, there's some other ones, you know what I mean. But you know, those are my favorite ones right there, the one that's doing it, keeping it teasy. But you know,
if you don't lose your voice tomorrow, God willing, what's the one song that you created that you know, like exemplifies the true Kavi as a rapper?
Song that I created, I think that would have to be That Good Rainy Days. You know what I'm saying? That's that good joint me and Young Marvelous put down, and I was just letting a little of my soul out through the song. And we performed it in a lot of places. A lot of people was really feeling it, you know what I'm saying? Not actually in the club scene, as in pump up the club, pump up the volume, but as in, you know what I'm saying, I'm drunk and damn, you're touching my heart, you know what I mean? That's how we get down. But I choose that one, you know what I'm saying? The Good Rainy Days represents me to the fullest.
You hear the word gender, what do you think of?
When I hear the word gender, you know what I'm saying, I think Twilyte Zone, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know what I'm saying, the reason why our album we named it Gender, you know what I'm saying, is because we got this male gender right here, you know what I'm saying, 2 Kavi representing for all the males across the nation, across the world, bringing it to you nice and tight. Then we got my partner Chocolate, you know what I'm saying, keeping it teasy for all the females all across the nation, you know what I'm saying, so we just put our heads together like you see on the cover, you know what I mean, and exploded the game, you know what I'm saying. You got nothing but male and female, just what this world can see, you know what I'm saying, so that means that we're hitting everybody, regardless of what you like, you know what I'm saying, who you are, we're hitting you all, you know what I'm saying, male, female.
What do you think of the word hustle?
I'm a hustler, man. When I think about the word hustle, you know, hustling, man, it's a whole bunch of ways to hustle, you know. Some people think that just because you ain't selling dope, or, you know what I'm saying, you ain't selling just a product, that you ain't a hustler, you know what I mean? But there's hustlers that do every such thing, you know what I'm saying? There's hustlers that be out on the block at the America West Arena selling them tickets, you know what I'm saying? Those is hustlers, you know what I'm saying? My hustle is when I sell CDs, that's what I do. You know what I'm saying? To provide for myself, to provide for my family, I sell CDs, I sell my music, my work. So that means that I'm all about my work, you know what I mean? There ain't no other, you know what I'm saying, side to me, you know what I'm saying, 100% music. So when y'all catch me in the game, you know that I'm bringing 100% music. I ain't gonna slack, you know what I'm saying. The day that I die is the day that I stop doing music. Music is me, you know what I'm saying.
What's the single most important sale you've made in all the sales that you've done on the street? What sale, what individual sale sticks out the most?
I say that my individual sale that sticks out the most would be, you know what I'm saying, word up to my man Fab. You know what I'm saying, Fabulous, you know what I'm saying, I ran into Fabulous at the Arizona Mills Mall, you know what I mean, and I let him hear the album and everything like that, you know what I'm saying, he was digging it, you know what I'm saying, and I was like, you know, give him the pitch, you know what I'm saying, I'm not going to just give it away for free, because I put my hard work into my CD, just like that man does, and people buy his album, so I came to him like, you know what I'm saying, to cop the CD, and my man, you know what I'm saying, my man Fab pulled out a nice fat wad, like, hot, you know what I'm saying. And the man just ran over there like, no, we got you, nah, but you know what I'm saying, if I kept it real, you know what I'm saying, so I got this, you know what I'm saying, and paid me right, you know what I'm saying, face to face for my CD, and that's keeping it real. So Fabulous, you know what I'm saying, man, shouts out to Fab.
Give us a brief description of what make entertainment.
a brief description on Omega Entertainment to me is, you know, me and my man Young Marvelous, you know what I'm saying, we've been going through a whole lot with this music, years and years and years of just strife, fun, you know, laughter, sorrow, everything with this music, you know. And if we got to a certain point that at our level that we feel we're at on top, you know what I mean? Our minds are right and we're ready to go ahead and do this. So Omega, you know what I'm saying, is the end, it's the last one, you know what I'm saying? We believe that our family is going to be the last ones to really rep the way that we're supposed to rep, you know what I mean? It's not all about what everybody thinks it's all about. You know what I'm saying? Keep it true to your heart, what you really feel in your heart, and don't do what another man do just because you think it's tight. You know what I'm saying? That's Omega E, keeping it teasy.
What do you think of Omega South Truly?
And you know what I'm saying? That's the Omega 5 True is the same exact thing. You know what I'm saying? It's the, you know what I'm saying? The True, you know what I'm saying? That's my man C1, Conscious One. You know what I mean? What he brings to the table as my big bro, you know what I'm saying, is that knowledge and wisdom and understanding that we need to really survive in this crazy world that we're living in. And that's why ours are together, Omega and True, you know what I'm saying? Because we are together. You know what I mean? So that's how we're going to bring it to y'all. So when you see the song, you know what I'm saying, the video cracking up, look at the bottom and it say, you know what I'm saying, Omega/True, you know what I'm saying? That's how you know who you're dealing with. That's the family.
Now I'm going to ask you a few cliche questions. What do you think about all the beef that's been going on in the hip-hop industry?
Man, all that beef that's going on in the hip-hop industry, man, it's kind of crazy, man, because you think about music a long time ago, you know what I'm saying, it wasn't even all about that, you know what I'm saying, the era I grew up in, you know, so I grew up into, you know what I'm saying, happy music, you know what I'm saying, things was good, you know what I mean, and people were still gangbanging on the block, but you know what I'm saying, the music was different, and so now that we bringing the gangbanging, you know what I'm saying, to the music now, these days, look at our children, you know what I'm saying, our children is growing up real crazy, you know what I'm saying, I got seeds, you know what I'm saying, my bro got seeds, you know what I'm saying, and as you can see what this music does, it affects people to the fullest, you know what I mean, so,
Alright. You have any enemies?
Little song, you know what I'm saying? I would say I have any enemies, you know what I mean? I can have some silent enemies. Nobody's really, you know what I'm saying, really brought it to me like that, like, ha, you're my enemy. But I got a lot of, you know what I'm saying, cats that like the, you know what I'm saying, run their mouth, you know what I'm saying? I got cats that like the, you know what I'm saying, battle. Run up to a nigga talking about they want to battle and then they bust their little rap and they think they want to rap or something like that, you know. But there ain't no real, you know what I'm saying? I ain't about that beef, man. I'm about getting my paper, you know what I'm saying? Make sure my family straight, you know what I mean? And if you're a real man, that's what you're about, you know what I'm saying? It's not about, you know what I'm saying, trying to injure this certain man because what this certain man do in his life, you know what I'm saying? What this certain man wearing, you know what I mean? It's all about taking care of our fam and making sure that as a unit we on to the G. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? 2Cat, we gonna go ahead and run it on now. This is Block Monsters, DVD, keeping it teasy, gone.